is affected by, the motion that is in place.
We were just talking about that. That's going to have a big impact on the organization. I'm not exactly sure I can give you an answer tonight because we'll have to get some thought as to how we're going to do it. Big difference between the salaries between last year and this year actually has to do with one grant that we fully anticipated receiving, but we just haven't received word on that. There is one additional position that was added to the mayor's budget over the prior year. The rest are all funded through other areas of the organization. I'm not sure I can give an answer.
Oh, you already
I
did.
haven't had a chance to speak to the mayor as to how we would address that, but it'll have a serious impact on the whole organization.
Good. 5.
So when you say you'll have a serious impact, what can you, and this is not being held to anything, but if you just had to maybe educate a guess based on you being the finances person, what would that affect? If that goes down to $300K, what does that now look like?
We end up having to lay some people off if that goes into effect. Which people, until we have a chance to plan our strategy, I can't tell you which people, but there would be employees that have to be laid off as a result of that.
Right, and maybe I didn't hear them correctly when they were making this amendment, because I know Blight is under here now as well, right?
Pardon?
Is Blight under this office as well? No.
Blight has a separate budget.
Okay, I thought so, but, there was a lot of explanation happening here, so I just wanted to make sure we were clear. And so what you're saying is that any decision we make tonight could abruptly change someone else's life.
Yes, very much so.
Right,
Good.
and so that there are employees whom we don't know, their personal situations, what they have going on in their life, but we do know that most of the time when people have jobs and they work full-time, they are depending on said paychecks to make their way in life.
They're very hard-working people.
Correct, and so, us making a decision tonight in haste without knowing the full impact, it would be deeply, inconsiderate of people and their lives. Okay, thank you, Mr. Moore. I yield down to.
Any other discussion in the first round? Any other discussion in the first round? Any discussion in the second round?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
Mr. Moore, we've been in emergency management. Do you know how many times?
I believe at least twice.
It's more than that, I believe. Yeah. And so, where will we get the money from? Because we're required to have a balanced budget.
Under the definitions of the Uniform Budget Act, we do have a balanced budget because they
Do we
define.
have one if we vote on it today?
Pardon?
Do we have a balanced budget if we vote on it today?
Absolutely.
Show me where that's at.
The way the state defines a balanced budget is revenues plus fund equity, less expenditures must be greater than zero. And we will qualify for that. Part of
Is that including the grants that you're expecting?
No, that doesn't include the grants I'm expecting. There's a number of things. This budget was prepared in the wintertime. It was presented in March 1st. Since then, we've had a number of things that have broken our way that make this budget. I'm absolutely positive.
We don't know about it. We ask you these questions, and generally, I like you, Mr. Moore, but you don't have answers.
An example would be the income tax. We have heard from we've been sharing data with the state of Michigan. They're estimating that we should be able to collect $2 million additional revenue.
Should be able to.
Should be able to.
But we don't have it right now.
We never have any of the.
That's what I'm saying, yeah,
Right
we
now.
have no surplus. When Mayor Neal came into office, he had a $24 million fund balance. $24 fund balance. We don't have any fund balance, obviously, now,
No,
because,
that's incorrect.
well, correct me, because we're going by
Yeah.
your numbers. Your presentation said we take in 64, we're spending 68, we're
Okay.
waiting on money to come in.
Okay, there are a number of factors you have to adjust for. Part of it is ARPA dollars are in the general fund.
So if we don't have ARPA dollars, we wouldn't be able to have a balanced budget.
No. It's just that we haven't spent all those ARPA dollars. And part of that is in to reappropriate the unspent ARPA dollars.
Okay, how many people work in the mayor's administration?
I believe there's a,
We don't know.
I,
We've been asking, we don't know. We got 1 minute from him.
but,
Do you know?
I don't know if I have, everyone that works, I do have all the different new positions that we talked about.
Art said 28.
Back on the question that Mr. Pfeiffer was asking.
I trust him.
Most of the new positions are being funded through ARPA. Some of
That's
them,
my time, I'm sorry.
Any other discussion in the second round? We're on the second round.
Madam Chair,
Go ahead.
through you, Madam Chair, to Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, continue.
okay, there's, total of 4 positions being funded through ARPA, 1 through a DOJ grant, 1 through community development. And these are all grants that we have received. 1 through the opioid for the public health, and then there's we've had 2 coming from the general fund itself.
Mr. Moore, so you're saying that 4 positions is funded through ARPA?
Yes, ma'am.
What positions?
There will be a communications manager, a community center liaison, community center liaisons, and a intake coordinator.
Okay, and what category
I don't-
under ARPA were these positions funded? So we had categories
Yeah,
as far as ARPA.
I don't have that information up here. I don't know the answer to that question off the top of my head. But we did, this coming from,
How much money does he make to not know?
split with ARPA tonight, but I can get you that information.
So, but you don't know the 4 positions?
I do know the 4 positions.
Was, okay, yeah, and how much were they approved for? Well, they weren't approved, but how much are the
They were
positions?
approved, when we, under the resolutions for the ARPA dollars.
I don't remember that, Mr. Moore. I don't remember that. Now, could it be that the $75,000 threshold is being used and abused?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? The $75,000 threshold. Whereas the mayor do not have to come to, that's not true because I think,
Information.
What's your request?
Are you aware that those aren't even included in the head counts?
What?
Service contracts.
They call it Councilman Dennis. Look at that. Look, these 3 ain't playing with you.
So it's something, they've already have, it's in part of their budget. We can't, use the $75,000 for something that is unappropriated.
y'all been doing it. Anyway, my time is gone.
Any other discussion in the second round? Any other discussion in the second round?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead.
All right, so it is obvious that there are some things that we need answers to. As I've already stated, I'm not playing roulette with anyone's personal finances. I'm not willing to sit here and, basically be the one to deliver a blow to who knows however many people that, they basically will have no way to take care of themselves and their family. I think another thing that is also important because we don't have the answers is that if you cut that budget, you will have a mayor's office that's running basically in a handicap, right? And so it just puts it in a position to where it seems as though he would not be able to properly do his job. And
properly doing it as it
perform
is.
his duties, and the office of mayor would not be functioning correctly. And so, and so we get more answers about what that looks like, what's being cut, who's being affected.
Have you ever
I'm
tried
not
to find
going
a mayor's
to
office, lady?
support-
This is your warning.
I'm not going to support such a motion. And again, it's just one of those things where we seem to have a hard time for some reason separating feelings and emotions about this man when it comes to other people that need to be considered. People that show up to work, people that do their job, people that love this city, people that are committed to this
That are
city.
in the mayor's pocket.
It is not fair to them
Yeah,
because of how someone else may feel about the mayor. That we then tell these people, and then this is literally just a shot in the dark, we're aiming any and everywhere because we do not have the answers to how this huge budget cut will affect the staffing in that office. And, I mean, I think they can
Right.
certainly understand to sit here and put you on the spot and ask you to do something that has just been changed in a matter of moments when we've seen time and time again, when we get papers and stuff, we'll say, well, we can't deal with that tonight, or we can't answer that now because we just got it, so we don't know the answer. So that's the same thing for you in this case. You just heard about these amendments. And so you are going to have to go back, look at a budget, crunch some numbers, figure out what's what and who's who. That's only fair. That is only fair that we give the people who work in that office a fair shake and an opportunity to understand how whatever budget cuts we may make will affect them. And so I am considering human beings with lives who have nothing to do with this political stuff, but have everything to do with the progress that we have seen in the city, that have everything to do with the work that does get done daily. Because one thing you cannot say is that there are not people, regardless how you feel about here, who are not actually working. So thank you.
All right, so seeing that, that is the last speaker, no, oh, you didn't speak? Okay.
I think it's, I'm not agreeing with play
Mr.
roulette.
Piper's already spoken twice.
Okay, yeah.
Huh?
I forgot to correct motion.
Okay.
People, I grabbed the wrong keys, I got them in my office. This is the second round. I'm sorry, it was not Mr. Piper, I'm sorry. It was off the top of my head.
Oh, all right, go ahead, Ms. Piper, so.
I give my colleagues a second word, point of not wanting to play roulette with the, 29 proposed.
Don't bring the bikers around. You bring the bikers around.
But I'm not going to play roulette with the 80,000 residents.
Right. Facts. Yeah, everybody's standing up there.
Form that we have in fiscal year 2022, the mayor's office was able to deal with $468,000 total budget. But somehow, in the magic of 4 years, they need to triple their budget. To me, in no way has the services or the services been improved threefold in the mayor's office. I don't think the mayor's office needs a deputy or a deputy, what's its position? Deputy chief of staff. You don't need a communications director. It's time to put our house in order.
Yeah. Preach.
I certainly don't think he needs to go from $63,000 in supplies and operating expenses in '22 to fiscal year '26, where he's proposing $222,000 in expenses.
Yeah, that's
a
crazy.
four-fold increase in 4 years.
So one fold per year.
So, I hear my colleague in the 7th Ward, but
That's a
at
drug
no
dealer
point
outfit, shit.
am I wavering for the livelihoods of 29 unknown people to the residents in the amount of 80,000 people. So I hear you, but it's time to put accountability. And it's time for us as a council to truly operate the purse strings of this city to make sure we have our fiscal house in order. And it starts by eliminating all the waste in the mayor's office. I feel the final 18 seconds.
Right on. Josh redressing grievances to his government.
Yeah, just.
It's great. Fucking kills me. I can't take it. How long can he hold his arm? That's the question.
So, while we're waiting,
I'm a flipper.
are you still, can I have my turn?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, thank you. As we talk about getting houses in order, we can't gloss over important facts. And one of the important facts is that you need a staff in order to be successful, in order to thoroughly run the city. As council members, sitting in this full part-time job with full-time work, for those that actually take their job serious, this is a full-time job with no staff. And so I understand needing a full staff in the mayor's office. Now, just like my colleague in the 7th Ward said, and I'll be remiss to say what they need and what they don't need, but I also will be remiss not to point out this big fact that the mayor invited every single council person to his office. So if we felt like the time that he had here was not enough, he afforded us an opportunity, extended the opportunity to have
in his
meetings.
office.
And so, did we take them up on
Switch
that
hands.
offer? Individuals that would like to cut the budget of the staff that's working there, did they go and have this conversation with them? Or is this some kind of political posturing here to show that they don't like the mayor and this is what we do when we don't like you?
Both. That's how it goes.
You know, just like we laugh when we vote down youth job, just like we laugh when we vote against autistic children and programs in the city.
Oh, here we go.
Excuse me,
Right.
Yes?
She's talking behind us.
please.
I got a finger cramp. I didn't speak.
That's vulgarity, and I'm asking you to be removed from this meeting as your
Is
secretary.
this under threat of arrest?
Ooh.
Is this
I have to get this on video here. Get another
Threat of
lawsuit.
arrest? I didn't speak. I'm sitting here in silence. Is this under threat of arrest? Miss Judy Priestley? This is under threat of arrest that I'm getting evicted from my public meeting for sitting here in peaceful silence? Sorry, my finger re-cramped. Bad shoulder, you know, I work all the time. This is under threat of arrest. It's under threat of arrest? Yeah? Are you arresting me or gonna arrest me here, Mr. Metcalf? What's your badge number? for you.
Again, this is.
I don't use YouTube, sir.
For laughs, love, kicks, and giggles. And this is
No,
what
we're
here for.
looking at a mayor spending
Take
millions.
shots at the mayors. This is not what we're here for.
That's exactly what we're here
We
for.
agree with them, we don't, then yeah, we take it for them and we fix it.
You out of here?
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously, there's nothing worth listening to. At least
I can't believe it. Just defend the mayor and his $1 billion budget. What the fuck, over? And we got big ass cops like him who could be beating pedos and taking their drugs, and instead he's here at a fucking city council meeting. How stupid.
It makes sense. But we want to sit up here, yeah, you know, and this is why.
Use the restroom, Mayor.
Yeah, go
You
for
can
it.
watch this, Joe. I think he wants to play my dick. You follow me to the bathroom, you fucking homo? I want to go to the bathroom in privacy, you faggot. Are you really, dude, I think this guy's gonna rape me. Why is this guy following me? Quit staring at my dick, dude. Are you really gonna watch me pee, you fucking homo?
Gentlemen. Hey. You shouldn't have that phone, camera.
Yeah, I don't have it back there.
Do you,
Why is he in the bathroom? What the fuck?
He had to go pee. He just followed him in, so I was documenting.
do you want to give me your name or not?
What's that?
Do you want me to give you your name? Do you want me to give me your name? Can I have your name? So I can have a conversation with you.
Yeah, I'll give you my name's Jason. They call me Jason, we the people.
Alright, so right now we're just trying to figure out the best way to keep
I get it, man. You guys are
decorum
good.
inside. Yeah, so if you guys could assist that in any way, I'd be super appreciative. But
Yeah, I get
as
it.
far as the outbursts and whatnot, that thing run out of there still?
Yeah, it runs like a sieve.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, the mayor's got a fucking $1 million budget. How's he gonna fix a damn toilet or something, you know?
That's not my prerogative though. As far as here, it's just the decorum.
Yeah, I get it.
Us being able to get through this.
You
meeting.
know our Constitution, you're a new guy here, you know our constitutionally protected activities trump their decorum? Cohen v. California, 1971 Supreme Court case law. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't.
He wore a shirt into the Supreme Court that said fuck the draft, and the Supreme Court upheld his right to do it, saying Trump's decorum trumps everything because the Constitution reigns supreme.
Right. Yeah. No, I wasn't.
I was just letting you know, I didn't say it was.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say that you're right to.
You're just trying to keep the peace, I get
Yeah,
it.
I wasn't saying you're right of recording or anything like that. Was I wanted to step on that. What I'm trying to tell you is that as far as we go, we just gotta keep the peace.
I get it. That's a good cop. He's trying his best. I understand completely.
So, for the remainder, just please keep that in mind, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
3 yes, 3 no, that motion fails. That amendment fails. Is there any other amendments? Are there any other amendments? Go ahead.
I'm gonna make an amendment to, take the administrator's office down to fiscal year 22 actually. So, I would like to make personnel services from 384, 465, down to 225,500.
What number are you quoting from?
I'm quote fiscal year 22. Correct.
I don't see that in administration. Fiscal year 22. I see personnel services,
Yep,
225,000.
I'm taking, fiscal year 26 proposed all the way down to that line item.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor to move the city administrators, line item from the proposed budget to the actual fiscal year 2022, which is personnel services, $225,500, pension and OPEB, $85,000, $85,000, $876, supplies and operating expenses, $18,510, for a total of $329,886. Is there support?
Support?
It's been moved by Councilman in the 8th Ward, by the way, and supported by Councilwoman in the 6th Ward. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
to me, this seems like a no-brainer. We can easily go back, a few years and deal with the budget that we lived on in that year. Just a simple 4 years ago, where we don't need to, almost double, I'm gonna say, increase by 70% in a matter of 4 years. To me, the services haven't increased by 70%. So let's go back and, if they want to propose how the services are going to increase by 70%, then we can have that discussion. But, that's where I'm at. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Ms. Shad.
So, this is the second time that there have been some numbers proposed that I don't even have in front of me. And so, just based off of, he's saying go back to a fiscal year, is that on there?
Yeah, it's in this.
It's in our packet?
It's in our packet.
Okay.
Which page is it on? On the printed, when you go into the budget, it's on page 1 of 3. I don't know.
Because that was assuming that I had
Let me
that
get
budget.
the PDF. I will get you that.
It's page 103.
No, 1 of 3. Let me go to my PDF just a second. And I will be glad to give you that number. On the PDF, it
Can
is
you-
page 51. PDF.
No, Judy, that's not there. What page on the agenda?
First page after the resolution.
After the resolution, it's page 1 of 3, after the resolution. Sorry, I wasn't clear. I look at the,
So I'm gonna find it in a second, but until then, it's not in front of me. I have 3 minutes left. This is the same thing. So we keep making the argument that we can go back and put salaries and everything else back at what it was, 3 years ago, is it? And so this is the thing. In the last 3 years, we have something called inflation that has happened. In the last 3 years, there has been something called the cost of living that has changed drastically. More importantly, once again, we're trying to make an amendment to an office without understanding the full weight of the decision. Who will be affected by it? How will they be affected by it? Not understanding the roles that they play in that office, not understanding the duties, not understanding that the fact that, honestly, the city administrator's office is probably not where we should be trying to cut right now anyway, because is he not also acting as the DPW director? He has all of these extra duties, but we want to cut staff from somebody who has to take on not only making sure he's aiding the mayor and helping that
How much
all
you
the
should
other
spend on his little
departments
campaign
run
trash
correctly,
can.
but now he also has to manage